Now this is interesting because I actually believe that in terms of time, they are very similar. It's just the matter of who is spending the time doing what. In duet, the time is on the engineer for splicing all of that together, or if you were doing synchronous recording, splicing out all the mistakes, etc., if it's a continuous roll. In dual, all of that extra time is spent prepping. So I need to be able to collaborate with my co-narrator and get their voice samples back and send them mine, make sure we're matching accents and that our voices, that we can approximate what the other person is doing in a believable manner. And the other issue with dual is that sometimes collaboration doesn't happen and the recording date rolls around and I still don't have voice samples from my co-narrator. Which means I have to plow on ahead, and just record and either hope that they listen to my voice samples that I sent them and matches it, or that listeners are okay with the voices being different. Now, luckily, all of my co-narrators so far have been pretty responsive for dual and have had voice samples and collaborations pretty quickly, but I have heard horror stories. This is not always the case, and sometimes you don't hear from a co-narrator at all, which makes it very hard to collaborate. And truthfully, I'm just not a fan of group projects. I want to do it all on my own. So there's that. So in order of my preference, I like solo and then duet, because I can just clicky click and go, and then dual. But that extra prep time is also why the union is now requiring additional prep fees to compensate us for that time spent. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that extra money. And so I saw a few comments in that same thread that says that duet is superior. And I suppose it's how you look at it, right? Perhaps from a listener experience, it might be superior to some. I still prefer solo. But I kind of think dual is superior in terms of the performance aspect, because both narrators have to be able to convincingly portray all characters, but in a way that is similar enough that they are the same character, that they sound the same, that they act the same, they deliver things the same. And a lot of that is in the writing, but sometimes it's not. So I love hearing a good dual where you can tell that the collaboration was there. But I still say solo is best.